Caitlin Clark's latest appearance has sparked a wave of debate across the basketball world, and fans believe they may have witnessed something much bigger than just another regular season game. What started as a frustrating night on the court quickly turned into one of the most talked about moments surrounding the Indiana Fever this season. For weeks, questions have been growing about Clark's role, her playing time, and whether the organization is putting her in the best position to succeed. During a recent press conference, Clark appeared visibly frustrated while discussing her minutes. She hinted that it's difficult to find a rhythm when she's not consistently on the floor. Without directly criticizing anyone, her comments were enough to send fans into detective mode, analyzing every interaction and every piece of body language. Then came the game that has everyone talking. As the final buzzer sounded, cameras captured a moment that immediately spread across social media. Caitlin Clark walked toward the bench and appeared to pass head coach Stephanie White without making eye contact. There was no visible conversation, no smile, no acknowledgement. While it's impossible to know exactly what was going through either person's mind, many viewers interpreted the moment as a sign of growing frustration between the team's biggest star and the coaching staff. The clip exploded online within hours. Fans slowed it down, replayed it from different angles, and debated whether it truly reflected tension or whether people were reading too much into a brief interaction. Regardless of the interpretation, one thing became clear. People are paying close attention to everything surrounding Caitlin Clark. But the cameras captured something else that added even more fuel to the discussion. Sitting courtside were two very familiar faces from Clark's basketball journey: former Iowa head coach Lisa Bluder and current Iowa coach Jensen. Their presence immediately caught the attention of fans because it wasn't just another celebrity sighting. These are the coaches who helped shape Clark into one of the biggest stars women's basketball has ever seen. Throughout the game, television cameras repeatedly showed Bluder reacting to what was happening on the floor. Some fans claimed she looked frustrated, while others believed she simply appeared concerned. Since no one can know exactly what she was thinking, all of those reactions remain speculation. Still, the images quickly went viral, with thousands of fans suggesting that Bluder didn't like what she was seeing from the Fever's offense or Clark's usage. That sparked an even bigger question. Why were Lisa Bluder and Jensen sitting front and center for this particular game? Some fans believe they were simply there to support their former player, something they've done throughout Clark's career. Others wondered whether they wanted to personally see how Clark was being utilized after weeks of public discussion surrounding her minutes and offensive role. There is no confirmed evidence that their attendance had anything to do with internal issues inside the Indiana Fever organization. However, their appearance certainly intensified the online conversation. Meanwhile, many analysts have continued debating Clark's playing time. Supporters argue that when Clark spends long stretches on the bench, it becomes much harder for her to establish the rhythm that makes her such a dangerous offensive player. Basketball has always been a game of momentum, and elite shooters often perform best when they're allowed to play extended minutes without frequent interruptions. Others defend the coaching staff, pointing out that managing minutes over a long season is part of protecting players from fatigue and injury. Coaches must balance winning games today with keeping players healthy for the future. Still, the debate refuses to disappear. Every substitution involving Clark is now analyzed in real time. Every timeout becomes a discussion point. Every facial expression is turned into a headline across social media. That's the reality of being one of the biggest stars in sports. The Indiana Fever entered this season carrying enormous expectations. With Caitlin Clark on the roster, every game receives national attention, and every coaching decision is scrutinized by millions of viewers. That kind of spotlight creates pressure unlike anything most organizations experience. Despite all the speculation, neither Clark nor the Fever organization has publicly confirmed any conflict between the player and the coaching staff. Everything currently being discussed is based largely on observations, interpretations, and fan reactions rather than official statements. Even so, the conversation isn't slowing down. Fans simply want to see Clark playing at the highest level possible. They believe she has the talent to become one of the greatest players in women's basketball history, and they want the system around her to maximize that potential. Whether the recent viral clips truly reveal growing tension or simply captured emotional moments during a competitive game remains unknown. Only the people inside the organization know the full story. For now, one thing is certain: every Indiana Fever game has become must-watch television, and every move Caitlin Clark makes will continue to dominate headlines until the questions surrounding her role are finally answered.